So to understand the multiplication, you have to go through these particular concepts at first. Try to understand, students, that we have covered the addition and percentage calculation, and the method which I am going to tell you is the two-step, and which is the one of the fastest. Not one of the, it is the most means acceptable multiplication technique for the competitive exams. So that step would involve, that method would involve the two steps. Those are percentage calculation and then multiply by 100. Okay, so percentage calculation we have done in the previous lecture. It has the application of addition and then the multiply by 100. So anything we have to multiply by 100 is quite easy. For example, say we have to multiply 48 by 100, so it is easy. Okay, just put two zeros in front of the 48. Okay, so 4800 is your answer. So the two steps you have to understand for the multiplication, which I am going to tell you right now. So just understand, look carefully here. We are going to take an example that would be like 43 into 78. So I am saying you to calculate the percent. So you can take any number as a percentage. For example, I am taking 43 as a percent, and I have to calculate 43% of 78 in terms of 10%, 4 times. Okay, so 43% I can break into 10, 10, 10, 10. So this is 40 and 1, 1, 1. Now understand, students, that I am writing it for the sake of explanation. Okay, I am just explaining to you, so I have to write it. In the exam, you are not going to write this down. Okay, you have to just write 7, like 10% is 7.8, 7.8, 7.8, 7.8. And I suggest you to not write it down. You have to just calculate it mentally. For example, if you are going to calculate it, so this 0.8, 0.8, 0.8 would be 3.2. So this should be easy for you. 7, 4 times 28. So answer comes to be 31.2. So whenever you are just going through this particular sum, you should have your answer in your mind. Okay, so this should not skip out of your mind. Then 1% would be 0.78, 0.78 and 0.78. Now when you are writing 78, 78, 78, you should understand that you are adding 0.78 3 times. So just in place of writing, you can do mental calculation like 0.78 plus 0.78 plus 0.78. Consider it as 0.70. So if you add 0.70 3 times, it is 2.1. Correct. So our previous answer was 31.2 for these 4 numbers. Then for 0.7 we get 2.1. Okay, and 0.080808 becomes 0.24. Okay, so the final answer comes out to be 0.54 and 33. So this is the 43% of the 78. So this is your answer. You have calculated the percentage. Now second step is to multiply by 100. Okay, so my answer is 33.54. Then I would be multiplying it by 100. So final answer that I would be going to get is 3354. So this is my final answer. Understood? So the two-step method for the multiplication, which I have explained, includes the percentage calculation and then multiplying by 100. So I would be just going through another 2 or 3 examples to make you understand this particular process. So just keep your attention here, and I would be just taking the next example. So now we are going to take the next example, that would be take 77 into 148. Right. So here I have to just calculate the percentage. So I can consider anything as a percent, which is easier to calculate. Okay. So for me 77% calculation is easy. So 77% I would be breaking it into 50%, then 25%, then 1% and 1%. So 50% of 148 would be, obviously you understand that it is 74. Then 25% of 148 would be 37. That is exactly half. We are halving this. So this is the half. And 0.1% is again, it is easy to understand, that is 1.48 and 1.48. So 0.96 is your decimal place answer, and here you have to add 74 When you add 7, you get 81, then 91, 101, 111, and 113. So this is your answer, 113.96. Now 113.96, you have to follow the second step, multiply by 100. So if you multiply by 100, your answer is 11396. So easy to understand, students, not a big confusion. Just calculate the percentage which we have learned previously and multiply that value by 100. Okay, another example I am going to take, but remember we have to just calculate the percentage and then multiply by 100. So next example I would be taking is calculating 85%, sorry, 85 into say take any number, take 78. Okay, so for me 85% calculation is easy, so I would calculate percentage first. 85 I can break into 50, 25 and 10. Oh, that is very easy. So 50% of 78 is 39. Half of 39 is 19.5 and 10% is 7.8. So it has become easier. 3 here, then 1 carry. Don't do like this in exam, but just I am doing it for the explanation purpose. Go mentally. 39, 1, 40, 59, 66. So this is your answer, 66.30. And the next step is multiply 66.30 by 100. So you get your answer as 6630. Isn't it easy method for you to understand right now? Again, we are going to look at the next example. So the next example I am going to take is take any number that is easy to understand. We would be trying with the 3-digit numbers this time. So we would be taking 147 into take another number that would be 151. So this is a big multiplication, okay, big multiplication problem. So if you are going to calculate with your traditional method, it is going to consume the time. But right now, just do the things which I have told, put the percentage. So now 151 is easy to calculate. So I would just calculate 100%, 50% and 1%. Okay, so 100% of any number is the number itself. 50% is half. So the 50% of the 140 is 73.5 and 1% is 1.47. So your answer comes out to be 0.97 and here is 147. So if we add 3 get we 150 and when we add 70 we get 220 and this is 221. So 221.97. Now the next step is we have to multiply it by 100. So we get our answer as 22197. So isn't it a simple method to add this particular thing so that it is easy to understand for everybody? So to learn this concept again, we are going to look into another example for solving this multiplication problem. So the faster multiplication technique, again just a revision, that it is going to have the percentage calculation and multiply by 100. So take the next example. We will take some difficult number. Say we will start with the 253 and the next number would be we will start with say 324. Okay, so these are the big numbers. Again you have to multiply them, so you have to first calculate the percentage. Now the calculation of percentage for 324 would be easy for me, okay, because I have to just calculate 100, 100, 100 and 25. So this would give me 325 and then I have to minus 1 to get 324. Okay, so this I am writing here, so it is consuming a lot of time, but you are not going to consume this much time in the exam or when you practice. Okay, so 100% of any number is the number itself. So 253, 253, 253. So understand students that whenever you are writing this, you should be clear that your addition should be go along with it. Okay, so if you are adding 253 3 times, so you should understand that this is total is 759. You should be able to add it rapidly. Okay, so 25% of the 253 would be, take it as 240, so we have 60 here, and then 13 remaining, so we have 63.25. This is the 25% of 253. So understand how to calculate the 25%. You just first calculate the 50% and then go to 25%. Okay, so this is simple. Calculate 50, then go to 25. Okay, so that is the method which I used. I calculate 50 and then 25. So the total which I am getting, I have to do all the addition again. 0.25. I would be adding 759 and 63, so 762, and I would be getting 822. So this is my final answer, 822.25. Now I have to minus 1%. Now 1% is 2.53. So 822.25 minus 2.53, it gives around 819.78. Now this is the subtraction. There would be a separate video for the subtraction, which you have to refer now. Okay, so this is your answer, 819.78. You have to multiply it by 100. So the final answer you get is 81978. So this was the biggest multiplication calculation which we did today, which we calculated the percentage and then we ended up with the answer. That is wrong. I think so. Oh. So the answer which you get on doing this calculation is 819.72. So this is the subtraction application. So I would be making another video for this subtraction. How did I calculate this rapidly? Just understand that first thing I did was 822.25 minus 2. So my answer was 820.25. Then I subtracted 53.53 from that 820.25 and got the answer 819.72. So this is our final percentage value. So we are done with the first step, and now the second step is very simple. Just multiply by 100. So you get your answer as 81972. So this is your final answer. Okay. So this method, do the practice again for at least say 10 times per day for this particular sum. Okay, so multiplication, again you are going to get improved in addition, percentage and multiplication when you are going to just practice the multiplication. Okay, so the things are clear for you people here, that first you are going to improve your addition, then your percentage calculation and multiplication. Go at my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel and look at the videos which I have uploaded in the developing your calculation section. There are the video for the videos for the addition. There are the videos for the percentage calculation and the faster multiplication technique. So see you students in the next lecture. That would be the subtraction and ratio comparison.